You may have heard that online school is the worst. People for some reason have this unreasonable hate towards online school. I've heard people talk about how awful the teachers are, and how much work there is to do. And maybe that's the case for them, but it certainly isn't for me. Though it can be incredibly boring, and you might want to sleep, the great thing is, you can. Wait, it's a bad idea to encourage my viewers to sleep in school? Never mind, always listen in class, and do not fall asleep, because that's a bad idea, and you will get bad grades. Anyways, when my parents told me I was doing online school, I thought it was going to be awful. I thought the teachers would only be the ones that couldn't get jobs in school and were forced into online.
Hey, I'm an online teacher.
Oh, didn't see you there. I wasn't talking about you. But seriously, I thought the teachers were going to be terrible. Luckily, my teacher turned out to be pretty good. But that doesn't mean online school doesn't have some flaws. Take, for example, the fact that no one has to do work. It's much different from in person, with the teacher leaning over your shoulder and the threat of going to the principal. This power evaporates online. And obviously, there are kids who do their work and do great online, and I consider myself to be one of them. But a lot of people don't submit any work, and that's very easy to do. Some people just can't fight the temptation of the Xbox downstairs. Another example of a flaw is the fact that people can easily break into the meet. I know this from personal experience. Storytime, people. It was a dark and boring math class in Miss Macaroni's meet. Everyone just wanted something interesting to happen, except for those who had already fallen victim to their electronics. And then suddenly, a new name joined the meet. Let's call this person Burrito, because why not? So Burrito is now in the meet, and we decided to just continue on with the math lesson and ignore his presence. But then, something unexpected happens. Burrito begins saying some not-so-sunshine words, which I will not repeat because I don't want to be demonetized by YouTube. And then he left. Burrito left the meet. So you can imagine this caused a ripple in our classroom. Again, this would not happen in person. That would be a lot more serious. But actually, this happened a couple more times, causing our class code to change. And the new code is... But the question still remains. Who is the insider to give Burrito our class code? But here is one of the biggest flaws. I don't know about you, but in our classroom, we do breakout rooms. And you may be wondering, what's wrong with breakout rooms? Well, you didn't let me finish, so stop interrupting. The problem is partner breakout rooms. This needs to be done very carefully, because as I said, a lot of kids won't do anything. So in partners, it's likely one person will do everything, and one will never show up. You almost have to make partners based off who participates, and group them together. Actually, no, that's more so what you have to do in order for successful group work. But I'm no online teacher, I'm just a student who has to suffer doing partner work alone. So you can take my opinion in any way you want. In fact, I personally would rather not do group work online. And this is because even though we are all in the meet together, we still kind of do our own things. So really, what's the point? At least, that's the case with my class. No one has their cameras on, and no one really talks with their mic. At the beginning, there is some awkward talk in the chat, but that's basically hellos, should we start, and yes. And that's where it ends. We make our docs, do our work, and don't talk. It's just awkward for everyone involved, including our teacher who encourages us to talk more with no result. But all in all, I actually really enjoy online school compared to in-person school. I know I've mainly talked about the flaws and the problems, but the main point is I'm not at a super high risk of catching corona. Plus, being at home all the time, never leaving, always stuck with the same people, gives me far more time to upload consistently and with better quality. If I'm being honest, scripting, animating, and voiceovers can take up a lot of my time, which is fantastic. It's the perfect distraction in the pandemic and quarantine. So with that said, thank you for watching until the end of the video. If you haven't already, be sure to slap that subscribe button and leave a like below if you enjoyed. And don't forget to leave a comment. I love hearing about what you viewers think about my videos. So yeah, stay safe, stay subscribed, and stay tuned for more videos like this coming your way.